Ladies and gentlemen, today we are privileged to have amongst us a distinguished personality, Dr. B. Rabinder, Founder Director of the Telecom Sector Skill Council. We request Sir to join us on the stage to deliver the keynote session. Sir has been in the Indian Navy for 33 years with multifaceted experience in operations, training, planning and project management, quality assurance, ship design, and has served various tenures on frontline warships. Some of his noteworthy accomplishments include being the first official Navy delegate to Myanmar as a precursor to the Prime Minister's visit. Also, Sir was the first naval officer to address all heads of training institutes at the National Defense University, China. Sir, we welcome you to Conexion'13. I request you to preside over the session.
Professor Sunil Patil, Director, members of the faculty, my colleagues from the industry, the students of SITM, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning to you all. I think we are running short of time. 11 o'clock I was supposed to finish, but just got started. We'll see how best we can run through. A little bit of background about the skill development. In 2009, the National Skill Development Policy was enunciated by the government. As you'd be aware that 2 decades back, the government recognized the potential of human resource development, and therefore the ministry came into being. But only in 2009, the policy was enunciated. In 2010, the National Skill Development Corporation came into being. In February 2012, the Cellular Operator Association of India, the Indian Cellular Association, and the Telecom Center of Excellence, they proposed the formation of TSSC. In August 12, NSGC approved the formation of TSSC, and in January this year, we got ourselves registered as a society. Here we see Mr. Pankaj Mahindru, the president of the Indian Cellular Association, who is in charge of all the handset manufacturing in the country. Mr. Rajan Matthew, who's the DG of the Cellular Association of India. All the service providers come under him. And of course, Comrade Jena, the Center of Excellence. A little bit of, we are a not-for-profit organization working under the aegis of the National Skill Development Corporation. Our vision is to develop world-class skilled manpower for the telecom industry. And world-class because a lot of multinationals are there in the telecom industry today. Our mission is to create a viable ecosystem for skill development. We are a kind of a facilitator to ensure that skill development takes place in the telecom sector, and we are one among the 18 sector skill councils under the National Skill Development Corporation. One of our mission is also to decrease the gap between the demand and supply. On one hand, we find a lot of graduates, lakhs of them are coming out every year. At the same time, the industry does not find the right people with the right skill sets. So therefore, our mission is to see what these skill gaps are, study them, and see how it can be bridged to make the guys industry ready. And for this, our approach is to develop occupational standards and also to ensure quality assurance as far as vocational training is concerned. NSGC plays the pivotal role as an enabler to get these sector skill councils going. They provide the framework, and also the funds are channelized from the Ministry of Finance, and our venture is supported by the industry. As a benchmark, you'll find that these are our founding members. All the major telecom industries, their MDs and CEOs are in our governing body. Of course, we have IIM Ahmedabad to give the academia coverage. Professor Rekha Jain plays a very active role. We have the associations, and of course, the government also is there. A snapshot of our governing body, you'll see all the captains of the industry. And these are the names. Some of them, you would find them quite familiar. Now, we have a mix of the service providers, the CEOs from the handset segment, the network providers, and the various associations associated with telecom. A snapshot of our governing body. We've had 4 governing body meetings to date. That's a little bit about the background and how the industries have come forward, and it is headed by Mr. Akhil Gupta, who's the MD and Deputy CEO of Bharti Group, and he feels that let's set an example to benchmark and for others to follow. Now, these captains of the industries have come together and they said, let's keep all our turf battle behind us and let's give a serious thought for skill development so that all the industries in the telecom sector can benefit. And this has been the motto, and the number of hours the MDs and CEOs have spent in promoting skill development is something really great. The importance of this is, therefore, need not be emphasized further. Our approach is to identify job roles. We have around 100 plus job roles today in the telecom industry. Develop occupational standards for each one of them. I'll show you what it encompasses. For these occupational standards, we get inputs from the industry. We make the standards as per a particular format, and we get it ratified by a cross-section of industries. 30 major industries, 10 of them major, 10 medium, and 10 small. After this, the occupational standards form the basis for vocational training. These are given to they are available on the NSCC website and our website also. The training providers make use of these standards to align their curriculum and content to these occupational standards. We also have a system of accreditation of the various training providers. We have a stringent system of evaluating the assessing bodies because we believe that a third-party assessment is a mandatory requirement. And also the trainers need to be assessed, evaluated, and certified, else they go through a train-the-trainer program. The assessment framework has again been evolved and ratified by the industry experts, and all from the major industries of the telecom sector. Today we have 25 occupational standards have been made, ratified by the industry, and they have been put up on the NSCC and our website. They cover more than 50% of the personnel in the telecom space. Today it's about 2.6 million are there, both directly employed and indirectly, and the franchisees, the vendors, the sub-vendors, the sub-vendors. We have had today 42 MOUs have been signed with the industry, which means that they are backing us up as far as this venture is concerned, for giving due recognition for these occupational standards, for the training part of it, the quality training, and the assessment framework, and also placement, because what they feel is, tomorrow if I can get a TSSC certified guy who can bring in value to the industry, who can stand apart, and that is something which he will not only get readily employed, but would also be able to produce and deliver the outcome as required by the industry standards. Incidentally, we have also signed